Hello there, and welcome to the Sleepy Facts. Tonight we are going to leave the ground behind. We are going to step away from the noise of the day, the traffic on the streets, and the chatter of the world. We are going to look up, past the clouds, past the blue sky, and into the endless, velvet blackness of deep space. Imagine yourself lying on a soft bed of moss, floating in the middle of a vast, dark ocean. But this ocean has no water, and there is no ceiling above you, only a tapestry of ancient light. Deep space is the ultimate quiet place. It is the region between the stars, the vast, silent deserts that separate the galaxies. It is a place where time moves differently, and where the darkness is not empty, but full of potential. So, close your eyes. Let your breathing slow down to the rhythm of the cosmos. Inhale the calm, exhale the tension. You are safe. You are small, and you are held in the cradle of the universe. Let's begin. To truly understand the relaxation of deep space, we must first understand the silence that lives there. Here on Earth, silence is rarely perfect. There is always the hum of a refrigerator, the distant traffic, or the rustle of leaves. But in the void between galaxies, there is no air to carry sound. Vibrations have nowhere to travel. It is a silence so absolute that it becomes a physical presence. Imagine floating in this void. You try to speak, but the sound cannot leave your lips. You try to clap, but there is no air to push against. The only movement is the slow beating of your own heart and the gentle rush of your own breath. This silence is not empty. It is full of peace. It is the kind of quiet that allows your mind to stop running, to stop searching for the next noise. In deep space, there is no next noise. There is only the eternal now. You are suspended in a library of quiet, where the only book is the one you write with your own dreams. Let this silence wash over you. Let it seep into your bones, quieting the noise of the day, quieting the thoughts that usually circle in your head. There is nothing to hear here, nothing to do, just the soft, enveloping embrace of nothingness. Now, let us consider the temperature of this great emptiness. As we drift further from the warmth of suns and galaxies, the air around us, and even the space itself, begins to cool. In the deepest parts of intergalactic space, the temperature hovers just a few degrees above absolute zero. It is not a cold that bites or stings like a winter wind. It is a stillness of energy. It is a chill that has been settling for billions of years, unchanged and unchanging. Imagine this cold as a soothing balm. It cools the fever of a busy life. It cools the heat of anger or frustration. This deep space cold is the temperature of rest. It is the temperature of things that have stopped moving, stopped fighting, and simply exist. Wrap this coolness around you like a sheet of silver silk. It feels fresh against your skin. It slows down the frantic firing of your neurons. Everything in the universe tends toward this cold, this state of rest. You are returning to your natural state. You are cooling down, slowing down, becoming one with the peaceful, frozen void. As we float in this cold and quiet, we encounter the true scale of deep space. In our solar system, the sun dominates the sky. It is a giant fiery presence. But here, millions of light years from any star, the sky is different. If you were to look out from the window of a ship in deep space, you would see the galaxies not as bright lights, but as faint, fuzzy smudges, like distant dust motes caught in a beam of light. They are so far away that they offer no warmth, no light to read by. They are just gentle reminders that you are not entirely alone, but that the distance between you and them is too vast to bridge. And this is a comforting thought. The pressure to be somewhere else, to be with someone else, evaporates in the face of such distance. You are exactly where you are meant to be. You are in the middle of the great ocean. You cannot reach the shore, so you stop trying to swim. You simply float. The vastness becomes a cradle. The distance becomes a protector. You are small, yes, but in the best possible way. You are a tiny speck in an infinite room, free to be unnoticed, free to rest. Let us drift closer to one of the most mysterious and peaceful objects in the cosmos, a rogue planet. These are worlds that do not belong to any star. They were perhaps born in a solar system but were flung out by the gravity of their neighbors. Or they formed alone in the darkness, like small, dark stars that never caught fire. Imagine one now. It is a giant ball of rock and ice, drifting silently through the void. There is no sunrise on this planet. There is no sunset. It is perpetual night. The surface is frozen, covered in layers of ice that have never melted. But deep beneath that ice, there might be an ocean. Kept warm not by a sun, but by the heat of the planet's own core, this ocean is hidden in total darkness. It is a secret world. Imagine yourself floating in that deep, dark ocean. You are weightless. The water is still, undisturbed by wind or tide. Above you, miles of ice separate you from the empty space. Below you, the rocky floor of the planet. You are hidden. You are safe. The world outside cannot touch you here. This rogue planet is a perfect metaphor for deep sleep, a hidden, warm place beneath a cold, dark exterior. You are the ocean beneath the ice. You are safe in the deep, warm dark. The darkness of deep space is not like the darkness of a room. A room is small. Its darkness is defined by the walls. But the darkness of the void is infinite. It has no edges. When you look into it, your eyes try to focus. But there is nothing to focus on. It is a blackness that seems to have texture, like velvet or the inside of an eyelid. This is the darkness that existed before the first stars were born. It is the primordial dark. And it is waiting for you. Let your eyes adjust to this infinite black. Let your mind relax into not knowing where you end and the darkness begins. There are no corners here, no sharp edges, no boundaries. It is a smooth, continuous emptiness. You can let go of your shape. You can let go of the outline of your body. In this infinite dark, you are formless. You are just a point of consciousness, drifting peacefully. The darkness is not scary. It is the canvas upon which the universe is painted, but right now, the canvas is blank. And that blankness is restful. It gives your eyes a rest. It gives your mind a rest. It is the visual equivalent of silence. As we continue our drift, let us think about the concept of the Great Attractor. This is a gravitational anomaly in deep space, a region pulling galaxies, including our own, towards it. We don't know exactly what it is. It might be a massive cluster of galaxies, or something even stranger, hidden behind the dust of our own galaxy. But imagine the pull. It is gentle. It is not a violent tug. It is a slow, steady drift. Everything is moving towards something, but on a timescale of billions of years. You do not feel the rush. You do not feel the speed. You just feel the gentle current of gravity, carrying you effortlessly. You are like a leaf on a river, or a speck of dust in a beam of light. You do not need to steer. You do not need to paddle. The universe is moving you. The gravity is holding you. You are being guided by forces so large and so ancient that they require no effort from you. You can surrender to the current. You can let the Great Attractor do the work. Your only job is to float, to breathe, and to let the current take you where it will. It is a journey of millions of years, and you have all the time in the world to make it. Let us pause for a moment and consider the dust of deep space. It is not the dust you find under your bed. It is stardust, the remnants of exploded stars scattered across the void. These tiny grains of carbon and silicon drift through the darkness, colliding gently, sticking together to form clouds that will one day birth new stars. Imagine a single grain of this dust. It has traveled for billions of years. It has seen the birth of galaxies and the death of suns. It is incredibly old, and incredibly patient. It floats without urgency. It does not worry about where it will land. It just waits. You are made of this same dust. The atoms in your body were forged in the fires of ancient stars and cast out into the dark. You carry the patience of the cosmos within you. Connect with that ancient, slow-moving part of yourself. You are not in a hurry. You have been floating for billions of years, in one form or another. You can wait. You can be still. The dust settles slowly, and so can you. Let your thoughts settle like dust motes in a sunbeam, drifting down, 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 until they come to rest on the floor of your mind. Now, let us look at the concept of time in deep space. Without the rising and setting of a sun, without the turning of planets, time becomes abstract. In the void, there is no day and no night. There is only the eternal now. Imagine living in this moment. The past is just a memory drifting away, and the future is just a possibility drifting towards you. There is only now. And this now is stretching out, elastic and endless. You do not need to watch the clock. You do not need to count the hours. In deep space, a second feels the same as an hour. You have all the time you need. There is no rush to get to the next moment. Because the next moment is just a continuation of this one. You can rest in the stretching of time. You can let the seconds drip slowly like honey, thick and sweet. Time is not chasing you. It is moving with you, at the same gentle, drifting pace. You have nowhere to be, and no time to be there. You are suspended in the timeless now. Finally, for this part of our journey, let us consider the isolation of deep space as a form of protection. We often fear being alone, but in the void, isolation is a sanctuary. Nothing can reach you here. No demands, no expectations, no noise. It is a fortress of solitude. Imagine a sphere of silence around you, a bubble of peace that extends for miles in every direction. Nothing can penetrate this bubble unless you invite it in. Your worries are left at the edge of the solar system. Your to-do list is dissolved in the cosmic radiation. In this fortress, you are free. You are free to just be. You are the sole guardian of your own peace. And in this isolation, you find a strange connection to the rest of the universe. Because even in your solitude, you are part of the great web. You are a solitary note in a vast, silent symphony. The silence is not separating you from the universe. It is connecting you to it. You are breathing with the universe. You are resting with the universe. And in this shared rest, there is no loneliness, only peace. Drift now in this fortress of silence. Let the walls of darkness hold you. Let the floor of the void support you. You are home. Continuing our gentle drift into the void, we begin to realize that the darkness is not truly empty. It is filled with things we cannot see, things that make themselves known only through their quiet influence on the world around them. One of the most mysterious of these is dark matter. We cannot touch it, and we cannot see it, for it does not interact with light. It does not shine, and it does not reflect. But it is there, wrapping around galaxies like an invisible cloak. If you could see dark matter, the night sky would not be a scattering of stars, but a web of shimmering strands connecting everything. Think of it not as a ghost, but as a gentle guardian. It is the invisible glue that holds the universe together. Without its quiet, steady grip, galaxies would fly apart, stars would be lost in the dark, and the structures we know would unravel. It is a presence that is everywhere, passing through you right now, holding you to the earth, and holding the earth to the sun. Imagine this invisible embrace as a loving hand, holding the universe together with a grip that is firm but never tight. You are supported by this unseen web. You are cradled in the arms of dark matter, safe and secure. As we float through this invisible web, we are surrounded by the oldest light in existence. It is called the cosmic microwave background. Billions of years ago, the universe was a hot, dense fog. As it expanded, it cooled, and the light was set free. That light has been traveling through the darkness ever since, stretching and fading as the universe grew. Today, it is not visible to our eyes. It is a faint glow of microwaves, a gentle warmth that permeates every inch of deep space. It is the afterglow of creation, the first breath of the cosmos. Imagine this light as a low, humming vibration, a frequency of peace that has been echoing for nearly 14 billion years. It is everywhere. It is in the space above your head and the space beneath your bed. You are bathing in this ancient light right now. It is a constant, comforting reminder that you are part of a story that began long before you were born and will continue long after you sleep. It is a lullaby sung by the universe itself, a whisper of, "I am here," that has never stopped. Drifting further, we encounter a strange phenomenon called the local bubble. Our solar system, and many of the stars we see in the sky, is located inside a vast, hole-like cavity in the interstellar medium. This bubble is about 300 light-years across, and it is not empty. It is filled with hot, thin gas. How did it get there? Millions of years ago, a series of supernovae, exploding stars, cleared the area out, blasting away the cooler, denser dust and gas. They carved out a room for us in the galaxy. Now, we drift through this empty room, surrounded by the walls of this bubble. It is our cosmic sanctuary. The dust that usually blocks our view is thin here, allowing us to see the distant stars more clearly. Think of this bubble as your bedroom in the giant house of the galaxy. It is a quiet place carved out by ancient fireworks. The violence is long over, and all that remains is the space it created. You are floating in the center of this safe, warm room. The walls are far away. The ceiling is high. You have space to breathe, space to dream, space to just be. The local bubble is your protective shell, keeping the chaos of the denser galaxy at bay. Now let us consider the most polite particles in the universe, neutrinos. These are subatomic particles created in the hearts of stars and the fiery explosions of supernovae. They are incredibly small and incredibly light. Trillions of them are passing through your body every single second. They are coming from the sun, from distant galaxies, from the Big Bang itself. And yet you feel nothing. They pass through your skin, your bones, and your blood without ever touching a single atom. They are the ultimate introverts, traveling across the universe without interacting with anyone or anything. Imagine them as tiny, silent ghosts drifting through the darkness, and through you. They do not disturb your sleep. They do not disturb your thoughts. They are just passing through, on a journey that has lasted for millions of years. They carry secrets from the cores of dying stars, secrets that are too fragile to disturb the living. They remind us that you can be surrounded by activity and still remain at peace. You can be in the middle of a river of particles and still remain dry. Let them pass through you like a cool breeze, unnoticed and unobtrusive. As we move deeper, we begin to see the structure of the universe itself. If we could zoom out and look at the largest scales, we would see that galaxies are not scattered randomly like salt on a table. They are arranged in a vast, intricate pattern known as the cosmic web. They cluster together along long, thin filaments, like beads on a string. These filaments stretch across hundreds of millions of light years. Between them lie vast, empty spaces called voids. This web is the architecture of the cosmos. It looks remarkably like the network of neurons in a human brain, or the roots of a giant tree. It is a structure of connection and separation. Imagine the universe as a giant, breathing organism. The filaments are the vessels carrying life and light, and the voids are the open spaces that allow the organism to breathe. You are drifting through one of the great voids right now, a place of profound emptiness. Here, the silence is absolute. Here, you can see the filaments glowing in the distance, like spider silk catching the morning light. It is a place of balance. You are either pulled too tightly by the crowds of galaxies nor lost in the chaos. You are in the quiet space between the threads, resting in the lungs of the cosmos. Let us look towards one of the largest voids known to us, the Boötes void. It is a massive region of space, hundreds of millions of light-years across, that contains almost no galaxies. It is a giant hole in the cosmic web. If you were standing in the middle of the Boötes void, and you looked up with the most powerful telescope, you would see almost nothing. Just blackness, in every direction. A few lonely galaxies might be visible, like distant islands on a dark sea. It is one of the loneliest places in the universe. But there is a peace to be found there. It is the ultimate solitude. There are no distractions. No bright lights to pull your attention. Just the pure, unadulterated void. Imagine floating in the center of this vast emptiness. You cannot see the edges. You feel like the only thing that exists. But in that aloneness, you find a strange fullness. You become the center of your own universe. The pressure to be something, to be somewhere else, dissolves. You are simply the observer in the hall of mirrors. The emptiness is not a lack, it is a canvas. And you are the only thing painted on it, floating in the deep, serene dark. In the deep silence, gravity still works its magic, bending the fabric of space and time. This effect, known as gravitational lensing, occurs when a massive object, like a cluster of galaxies, sits between us and a distant light source. The gravity of the cluster acts like a giant lens, bending the light around it. This can stretch and warp the image of the distant galaxy, turning it into a long, glowing arc, or even a perfect circle known as an Einstein ring. Imagine looking through a soft, distorting glass at a distant star. The light is smeared across the sky, creating a halo of beauty. It is a gentle reminder that nothing in the universe is truly straight. Everything is curved, everything is flowing. The light from a billion years ago takes a detour just to reach your eyes. It bends around massive objects, navigating the obstacles of gravity, just to find you. It is a journey of dedication. And when that light finally arrives, it has been softened and stretched by its travels. It arrives not as a harsh beam, but as a gentle glow. Let this warped light wrap around you. Let it remind you that the path to peace is not always a straight line, and that is okay. You can bend, you can curve, and still arrive exactly where you are meant to be. Finally, for this part of our journey, let us think about the movement of deep space. We often think of space as a frozen snapshot, but it is actually a slow, graceful dance. Galaxies are moving toward each other, drawn by gravity, while the space between them is expanding, pushing them apart. It is a cosmic tug-of-war that has been going on for eons. The expansion is winning, slowly but surely. The universe is stretching, growing larger and colder. But this is not a violent tearing. It is a gentle, relentless swelling. Like a loaf of dough rising in a warm oven, or a lung filling with air. Imagine yourself expanding with the universe. You are not shrinking. You are not getting smaller. You are stretching out, becoming part of the vastness. The spaces between your thoughts are expanding too. The gaps between your worries are getting wider. The silence between your heartbeats is getting longer. You are participating in the expansion. You are becoming one with the growing void. It is a slow, peaceful process. There is no rush. The universe has billions of years to stretch, and you have all night to drift with it. Let yourself expand. Let yourself fill the room, fill the void, become as vast and as peaceful as the deep space around you. As we drift further into the cosmic ocean, we begin to encounter the islands of the void, the galaxies. But here in deep space, we are not looking at the bright, energetic spiral galaxies we see in pictures. We are looking at the ancients. We are looking at giant elliptical galaxies. These are vast, football-shaped collections of stars, often found at the centers of dense clusters. Unlike spirals, which are busy making new stars in their spinning arms, ellipticals are often quiet. They are finished with the chaotic business of birth. They are home to mostly older, Red are stars that move in random, gentle orbits. Imagine standing near one of these galaxies. It does not look like a pinwheel of fire. It looks like a glowing, fuzzy football, a soft ball of cotton light in the dark. It emits a steady, warm glow, like a dying ember in a fireplace. There is no violence here, no frantic burning. Just the collective light of a trillion stars living out their long, slow twilight. It is a place of cosmic retirement. The chaos of youth has passed, leaving behind a serene, golden haze. Let the image of this soft, glowing orb fill your mind. It is the ultimate picture of maturity, bright but calm, massive but settled. Let us turn our attention to a very special kind of heartbeat in the dark. These are the pulsars. Imagine a star that has collapsed in on itself, becoming incredibly dense and spinning at incredible speeds. Some of these stars spin hundreds of times a second. As they spin, they shoot out beams of energy from their magnetic poles, like the beam of a lighthouse. As the star spins, the beam sweeps across the universe. If that beam points toward Earth, we see a flash, a pulse of light. To us, it looks like the star is blinking on and off with perfect precision. Imagine listening to this heartbeat. Tick, tick, tick. It is faster than a clock, but just as regular. In the absolute silence of deep space, this rhythm is a comforting anchor. It is a sign of life, or at least activity, in the void. It is a drummer in the dark, keeping time for the galaxy. Imagine your own heart syncing up with this cosmic metronome. Thump thump. Steady, slow, reliable. You do not need to count the beats. You just need to feel the rhythm. It is the sound of order and chaos, the pulse of the universe reassuring you that everything is working exactly as it should be. Now let us drift toward the edge of our own neighborhood, to a place that feels like a deep freeze. This is the Oort cloud. It is a theoretical shell of icy objects that envelopes our solar system, extending far beyond the planets. It is the distant home of comets. Out here, the sun is no longer a bright star. It is just another point of light, indistinguishable from the others. The temperature is incredibly low, hovering just a few degrees above absolute zero. The objects here, comets made of dust, ice, and rock, are in a deep, frozen sleep. They drift lazily, waiting for a gravitational nudge that might send them falling toward the sun millions of years from now. But for now, they are still. They are suspended in a state of suspended animation. Imagine yourself as one of these comets. You are wrapped in a shell of ice. You are cold, but you do not feel the cold. You are asleep. You have been asleep for billions of years. There is no dream, only peace. You are floating in the dark, waiting for a call that may never come. And that is okay. The waiting is peaceful. The stillness is complete. You are safe in your icy cocoon, drifting in the Oort cloud, far from the heat and noise of the inner world. As we move away from the Oort cloud, we encounter something that sounds violent but is actually quite poetic: a galaxy merger. In deep space, gravity pulls galaxies together. Sometimes, two galaxies drift so close that they begin to merge. But because the stars and galaxies are so far apart, they almost never crash into each other. Instead, the galaxies pass through one another like ghosts. It is a slow, graceful dance that takes hundreds of millions of years. Imagine watching this in fast motion. Two spirals approach, their arms tangling, their lights mixing. It looks like two clouds of smoke blending together, or two dancers spinning in a slow waltz. There is no sound of impact, no explosion. Just a beautiful, fluid blending of light. The stars are flung out into long, sweeping streams, creating new shapes, new patterns. It is a transformation, not a destruction. Think of your own thoughts blending together like this. Your worries from the day and your hopes for tomorrow are mixing, losing their sharp edges. They are becoming part of a larger, softer pattern. You are merging with the darkness, blending with the peace. The dance is slow. You have plenty of time to learn the steps. Let us consider the interstellar medium. This is the stuff that exists between the stars within a galaxy. It is not a perfect vacuum. It is made of gas, mostly hydrogen, and dust. In some places, it is so thin that you would find only one atom per cubic centimeter. In other places, it clumps together into nebulae, glowing clouds of gas. But in deep space, between the galaxies, it is even thinner. This is the intergalactic medium. Imagine swimming in a sea that is so clear, so empty, that you cannot feel the water against your skin. You are just suspended. The atoms here are spread so thin that they barely ever touch. They are lonely atoms, drifting in the dark. They represent the ultimate solitude. Even the building blocks of matter are isolated here. And yet they exist. They persist. Imagine your own mind as this medium. Your thoughts are the atoms. They are spread thin. They are not colliding, not creating friction. They are just drifting in the clear, empty space of your consciousness. There is no pressure, no crowding. Just spacious, open awareness. You are the void, and the void is you. Now let us look at one of the most powerful yet invisible forces in the universe, a black hole. We often think of black holes as monsters that devour everything. But from a distance, a black hole is just a region of darkness. It is a place where gravity is so strong that not even light can escape. This boundary is called the event horizon. Imagine approaching this edge. It is not a wall. It is a point of no return. But it is also a place of profound silence. Because light cannot escape, a black hole does not shine. It is a hole in the fabric of the night sky. It is a shadow within the void. Imagine looking at this perfect circle of blackness. It is smooth. It is featureless. It is the absence of everything. Staring into it is like looking into the deepest sleep. It is the place where time itself stops, where the universe draws a line and says, "No more." It is the ultimate boundary. You do not need to cross it. You can just admire its stillness. It is a reminder that there are limits, and that is okay. There is a point where you can let go, where you can stop fighting against gravity and just let go. The black hole is the cosmic symbol of release. Let us think about the concept of time dilation near these massive objects. According to Einstein's theory of relativity, time moves slower the closer you are to a strong gravitational field. If you were to orbit a black hole, time would pass much more slowly for you than for someone far away. An hour for you could be a year for the rest of the universe. Imagine having the power to stretch time like this. You could take a single minute of rest and stretch it out, feeling every second, savoring every breath. In deep space, far from massive gravity, time flows at its standard rate, but it feels different because there are no markers. There is no sunrise to mark the hour, no season to mark the year. Time becomes a fluid thing, a river that flows without banks. You are floating in this river. You are not rushing towards the ocean. You are just bobbing gently in the current. The passage of time is irrelevant because you have nowhere to go. You have all the time in the universe. You can rest in this moment for as long as you like. The seconds can stretch into hours, and the hours can feel like minutes. You are the master of your own time here. Finally, for this segment, let us look at the debris that floats through the deep, interstellar dust. This is not the dust on your bookshelf. It is made of microscopic grains of carbon, silicon, and oxygen, created in the hearts of dying stars and scattered across the cosmos. These grains are incredibly small, but they are everywhere. They block some of the light from distant stars, creating dark patches in the sky. But they also catch the light, reflecting it softly. Imagine a beam of starlight hitting a cloud of this dust. The dust glows, scattering the blue light and letting the red light pass through. It creates a soft, ethereal glow, like the light of a distant city seen through a fog. This dust is the material of future worlds. It is the clay from which planets are made. It is also the blanket of the universe. It softens the harsh light of stars. It blurs the sharp edges of reality. Imagine yourself wrapped in this cosmic dust. It is a fine, shimmering powder that settles on your shoulders, on your eyelids. It is soft and cool. It protects you from the harsh brilliance of the day. It dims the lights, creating the perfect environment for sleep. You are dusting yourself with the calm of the cosmos, settling down into the dark, ready to drift away. As we continue our voyage through the velvet dark, we begin to sense that the void is not entirely empty. It is visited by invisible messengers that have traveled for millions of years to reach this quiet corner of the cosmos. These are cosmic rays. They are not rays of light, but tiny, high-energy particles, protons and atomic nuclei, accelerated to nearly the speed of light by exploding stars and the violent hearts of galaxies. They rain down on the universe constantly, passing through galaxies, through nebulas, and through us. Right now, as you lie in your bed, thousands of these particles are passing through your body. They are silent. You do not feel them. They do not disturb your sleep. They pass through your skin, your bones, and your cells like ghosts, leaving no trace. Imagine them as a gentle, invisible rain falling from the sky. It is a rain of energy that has crossed the universe to get here. It connects you to the most violent events in the cosmos, but in a harmless way. It is a reminder that the universe is alive and active. Even in its quietest moments, you are being bathed in this cosmic shower, washed clean by particles that have seen the birth of stars. Now let us focus our minds on a truly human story floating in the deep. Far beyond the planets, far beyond the sun, there are two tiny metal spacecraft traveling through the void. They are the Voyager probes. Launched decades ago, they have left our solar system and are now drifting in interstellar space. They carry with them a golden record, a gold-plated copper disc containing sounds and images of Earth, the sound of rain, the music of Mozart, the cry of a baby, and greetings in 55 languages. It is a message in a bottle thrown into the cosmic ocean. Imagine these tiny machines, drifting silently through the dark. They are alone, but they are not lost. They carry a piece of home with them. They are the ultimate travelers, wandering with no destination, just moving forward. In a way, you are like the Voyager. You are drifting through the night, carrying the memories of your day, the sounds of your world inside you. But you do not need to transmit them. You just need to hold them. Let the idea of the Voyager calm you. It has been traveling for 40 years, and it will travel for billions more. It is in no rush. It is at peace with its journey. And you can be at peace with yours. Let us turn our gaze to the colors of deep space. Because the universe is expanding, light traveling from distant objects is stretched. This stretching changes the color of the light, shifting it towards the red end of the spectrum. This is known as redshift. Imagine looking at a distant galaxy. It is not glowing with a blue or white light like our sun. It is glowing with a deep, warm, ruby red. The further away something is, the redder it appears. It is as if the entire universe is painted in the colors of a permanent sunset. The most distant objects we can see are bathed in a deep crimson glow. Imagine floating in a sea of soft red light. It is the color of relaxation, the color of the eyelids when you close them against a lamp. It is a warm, soothing color. This redshift tells us that the universe is moving, changing, and growing, but it does so with a beautiful palette. You are surrounded by this sunset of the cosmos. Everything is bathed in a gentle, fading glow. Let this red light soothe your eyes. Let it warm your spirit. The universe is blushing as it expands, and you are floating in that gentle warmth. Drifting deeper, we encounter a structure of immense power, an invisible beauty, a magnetar. This is a rare type of neutron star, the collapsed core of a massive star. It is incredibly dense, spinning rapidly, and possesses a magnetic field trillions of times stronger than Earth's. This magnetic field is so strong that if you were to get too close, it would distort the atoms in your body. But from a safe distance, in the deep void, it is just a silent beacon of invisible force. Imagine the field lines around it, like invisible threads weaving through the darkness. They are rigid and ordered. They represent the structure of the universe. Even in the chaos of space, there are lines of order. There are forces that hold things together. You do not need to see them to know they are there. Just as the magnetar has an invisible grip on its surroundings, you have an invisible grip on your own peace. You have internal structures, your breath, your heartbeat, your focus, that hold you together. You are strong, even when you feel small. Like the magnetar, you have an invisible field of calm that surrounds you, protecting you from the chaos of the world. Now, let us consider the great gatherings of the cosmos, galaxy clusters. Galaxies rarely live alone. They like to cluster together, forming vast cities of stars. A single cluster can contain hundreds or even thousands of galaxies, all bound together by gravity, swimming together in the dark sea of space. Imagine seeing a cluster from afar. It looks like a swarm of glowing fireflies frozen in time. It is a community of light. They are moving together, orbiting a common center of mass, usually dominated by a giant elliptical galaxy in the middle. It is a cosmic neighborhood. It reminds us that we are part of something larger. Even in the vast emptiness, things come together. They find each other. They form groups. You are part of a cluster too. You are connected to the people you love, to the world you know. Even as you drift alone in your bed, you are held by the gravity of your community. You are part of a galaxy of thoughts and dreams, swirling together in a beautiful, organized pattern. As we float near the edge of the observable universe, we must talk about the force that is pushing everything apart, dark energy. While gravity tries to pull things together, dark energy is the force that is pushing space itself apart. It is causing the expansion of the universe to accelerate. Think of it not as a destructive force, but as a liberating one. It is making room. It is ensuring that the universe does not collapse in on itself. It is creating more space for more stars, more galaxies, and more possibilities. Imagine dark energy as a gentle, steady outward push. It is the breath of the universe, inhaling and expanding. As you lie there, feel your own chest expand as you inhale. You are creating space inside you. You are pushing away the tension, making room for peace. Dark energy ensures that the universe keeps growing, keeps becoming. It is a promise of endless potential. You, too, have endless potential. You are expanding, growing, and changing, even in your sleep. You are making room for tomorrow. Let us look at one of the most profound images ever captured, the Hubble Deep Field. Astronomers pointed the Hubble Space Telescope at a tiny patch of sky that appeared completely empty. It was a dark spot, no bigger than a grain of sand held at arm's length. They left the shutter open for 10 days. What they found was astonishing. That tiny patch of darkness contained thousands of galaxies, each galaxy containing billions of stars. It proved that everywhere we look, if we look long enough and deep enough, we find light. Imagine peering into that darkness. At first, you see nothing. But slowly, your eyes adjust, and you see the faint glow of distant suns. The void is not empty, it is just shy. It hides its treasures. Your mind is like the Hubble Deep Field. Even if you feel empty right now, even if you feel like there is just darkness, there are galaxies of thoughts, memories, and dreams hidden there. You just need to give it time. You need to look deep enough. Be patient with your mind. Let the light come out. Finally, for this part of our journey, let us think about the ultimate fate of the universe, the big freeze, or heat death. This is the theory that eventually, the universe will expand so much that stars will burn out, black holes will evaporate, and everything will reach the same temperature. It sounds stark, but in the context of sleep, it is the ultimate peace. It is a state of perfect equilibrium. No energy moves from here to there because everything is the same. It is the deep, dark sleep of the cosmos. It is billions of years away, but you can touch it tonight. You can reach that state of balance now. You can let your heat cool down. You can let your energy settle. You can reach a point where you are just being, without needing to output or input. It is the universe at rest. And you are the universe at rest. You are mimicking the ultimate fate of the cosmos right now in your bed. You are settling into the long, slow, peaceful freeze. Do not fear the cold. It is the temperature of peace. It is the temperature of the end of all striving. You have arrived. You are at rest. As we approach the end of our journey through the deep, we must turn our attention to the most elusive and comforting concept of all, time. In deep space, time is not a ticking clock on a wall. It is a landscape. Because light takes time to travel, looking into the void is actually looking into the past. When we look at a galaxy a million light years away, we are seeing it as it was a million years ago. We are looking through a window into history. This means that the deep space around us is filled with ghosts of light. The stars we see may have died long ago, but their light continues its journey, carrying their memory across the void. Imagine your own memories like this. They are light traveling from your past to your present. They are gentle, harmless echoes. They cannot hurt you. They are just passing through. You are observing your own history with the same calm curiosity that a telescope observes a distant galaxy. The past is far away. It is small and distant. It cannot touch you here in the present. You are safe in the now, watching the memories drift by like faint, glittering specks in the dark. Let us consider a phenomenon that suggests nothing is ever truly separate: quantum entanglement. This is a strange property of the quantum world where two particles become linked. Even if you separate them by the entire width of the universe, measuring one instantly affects the other. It is a connection that transcends space and time. Einstein called it spooky action at a distance, but we can call it a cosmic thread. It implies that on the most fundamental level, the universe is woven together. Things are not isolated. They are part of a single, continuous fabric. Imagine that you are entangled with the peace of the cosmos. No matter how far you drift, no matter how deep into the void you go, you are still connected to the source of calm. You are tethered to the universe by an invisible string that cannot be broken. You do not need to search for connection. It is built into the very atoms of your body. You are entangled with the stars. When the universe rests, you rest. When the universe breathes, you breathe. It is a bond that requires no effort, no maintenance, just existence. Now, let us listen to the great silence. This is another name for the Fermi paradox, the puzzling fact that we have not yet heard from alien civilizations. The universe is vast and old, yet it seems incredibly quiet. Some find this scary, but for our purpose, it is profoundly relaxing. It means that the void is not a crowded place. It means there is room for us. There is room for our thoughts. It is a silence that stretches for billions of light years without interruption. It is the silence of a library before the doors open, or a concert hall before the music begins. It is a silence full of potential, but currently at rest. Imagine floating in this great silence. There are no voices demanding your attention. No signals to decode. Just the open, clear air of the cosmos. It is a silence that invites you to join it. It asks you to stop making noise, to stop thinking, to stop worrying, and just be. You are adding your own silence to the great silence, contributing to the peace of the universe. As we drift, we realize that even in the emptiness, there is structure. We spoke earlier of the cosmic web, but let us revisit it as a form of cosmic gravity. Gravity is the architect of the void. It pulls dust into stars, stars into galaxies, and galaxies into clusters. It is the gentle hand that shapes the chaos. Without gravity, the universe would be a uniform, boring gas. But because of gravity, we have mountains, we have oceans, and we have galaxies. It is the force that creates things out of nothing. Imagine the gravity of your own life. It is the force that pulls you together. It is the love that holds you to your bed. The comfort that holds you to your home. Tonight, let gravity do its work. You do not need to hold yourself up. You do not need to hold yourself together. Let the gravity of the earth pull you down. Let the gravity of sleep pull you under. It is a natural force, as inevitable as the tide. You are falling asleep, not because you are forcing yourself, but because the gravity of the night is pulling you gently into its depths. Let us think about the concept of the event horizon, one last time, not as a wall, but as a perspective. At the edge of a black hole, time stops. This is a concept that boggles the mind, but it also offers a meditative focus. Imagine a place where later never comes, where next does not exist. There is only the eternal now. Deep space, in a way, mimics this. In the vast emptiness, there are no markers of time. There is no sunrise to signal morning, no season to signal change. There is just the eternal, stretching present. You can enter this mental state. You can step out of the river of time and stand on the bank. You can watch the river flow by, the hours, the minutes, the seconds, but you do not have to get in. You can stay on the bank, in the stillness, in the deep space of your own mind. You are exempt from time for a while. You have permission to pause the clock, to suspend the urgency, to exist in a moment that has no beginning and no end. As we prepare to return from the void, let us acknowledge the beauty of the unknown. Deep space is full of mysteries. We do not know what dark matter is. We do not know what dark energy is. We do not know if we are alone. And in our daily lives, we often fear the unknown. We worry about what might happen tomorrow. But deep space shows us that the unknown is not a monster. It is a canvas. It is a vast, open space filled with possibility. The universe is not afraid of the dark, and neither should you be. The dark is just a place where new things are waiting to be born. It is the womb of the future. So, as you close your eyes, do not fear the darkness of your own mind. Do not fear the unknown dreams that may come. Treat them like distant galaxies. Observe them with curiosity. Let them float by. They are part of the vast, beautiful mystery of existence. You are safe in the mystery. You are held by the unknown. Now, let us bring our focus back to the physical sensation of floating. In space, you are weightless. Gravity is gone. Your muscles can relax completely. There is no up or down. You can let your limbs feel heavy yet supported. Imagine the sensation of zero gravity. Your arms are floating. Your legs are floating. Your spine is uncoiling, stretching out to its full length. The tension in your shoulders, the tightness in your jaw, the knot in your stomach, all of it floats away. In zero gravity, burdens cannot stick to you. They have no weight. Your worries have no weight. Your anxieties have no weight. They drift off into the cabin of your mind and disappear through the airlock. You are left with nothing but your own breath and the rhythm of your heart. You are a peaceful astronaut, tethered safely to your bed, drifting in the softest, deepest sleep. And finally, let us remember that we are made of this stuff. The atoms in your body were forged in the fusion reactors of ancient stars. They were scattered across the galaxy by supernovae explosions. They gathered to form the Earth, the trees, the oceans, and eventually you. You are the universe experiencing itself. You are a way for the cosmos to know its own beauty. When you look at the stars, you are looking at your family. When you float in the deep, you are returning to your original home. You are not a stranger in the universe. You are the universe in a temporary, human form. So, when you sleep, you are letting the universe rest its eyes. You are letting the stars pause their burning. You are participating in the great cycle of cosmic activity and rest. You are doing your part by being still, by being peaceful, by letting the darkness in. The universe is happy to watch you sleep. It is holding you in its vast, infinite arms. And so, our journey through the silent, velvet deep comes to an end. We have drifted through the void, danced with galaxies, and floated in the timelessness of the cosmos. We have seen that the darkness is not empty, but full of peace. It is a place of waiting, of potential, and of profound rest. I hope this journey has helped to quiet the noise of the day and soften the edges of your mind. The universe is vast, but it is also right here, in the space between your breaths, in the darkness behind your eyelids. You do not need to travel billions of miles to find deep space. You can find it whenever you close your eyes. If this voyage into the calm helped you unwind, even for a moment, please like the video and subscribe to the Sleepy Facts. It helps us continue to chart these quiet courses through the cosmos for other sleepy souls like you. There is always more to explore, more wonders to discover, and more silence to share. But for now, the mission is complete. The engines are cooling down. The lights are dimming. Let your mind become the void. Let your body become a star at rest. You are floating safely in the deep. You are anchored in the peace of the night. Sleep well, traveler. Good night.